I know what this looks like. I know. Don't worry though. I didn't get rid of the camper. I didn't get rid of the Ford. Those are both back safe at home, but I could see why you thought that I did, seeing as I'm driving a red Tundra without the camper, and the title of this video probably led you to believe that I got rid of the camper, but that's not the case. The Ford has actually been under the knife for the past couple weeks, meaning that I've been working on a couple of repairs, and this is my spare vehicle. And I know it's kind of silly to have two trucks, but hey, everyone needs a daily driver. It just so happens that my daily driver is a 25-year-old V8 gas guzzling old Toyota truck that's a lot of fun and looks really good. And we'll get into the details a little bit later. I'll tell you more about the truck. I'll tell you more about what's going on with the Ford. But for now, check out this spot I'm at. It feels like I'm in freaking Iceland or something. This is really, really cool. Phew! All right, well, let's go find our camp spot, huh? Oh yeah, now it's looking quite fishy. You best believe I'm gonna get suited up here pretty soon and throw a couple flies out, try to catch a few trout. Or at least one. Or at least get a bite. All right, first I'm gonna go kind of get camp set up. Without my camper, I have to actually like set things up. That's the nice thing about the camper. It's just ready. You get to your spot and you're just ready. Oh well. So the spot that I'm camping at is an actual established campground, obviously, and it's managed by the Bureau of Land Management, and it's really cheap. All the BLM campgrounds, at least that I've stayed at, are always like between $5 to maybe $12 max, which I believe, since it's the weekend, I think that this is a $12 campground. But anywho, that's a lot cheaper than like state parks and any other private entities, of course. And yeah, shout out to the Bureau of Land Management for allowing us to camp in beautiful spots like this for relatively cheap. Let's go ahead and just get this all paid for now. This always happens to me when I go camping. I always forget to get change, because when it's like an odd number like this, $8, $12, I don't have exact change. And I always just have 20s. You'd think I'd learn by now, but it's not often that I go to actual established campgrounds, and you know, it's not a big deal. I like to think of this as a contribution to the Bureau of Land Management. You know that they could use the funds, hopefully for good. I don't know. I like to just tell myself that they're gonna use the funds for good. Since it's so late in the season, all of the other campgrounds are empty. I have this whole place to myself. All right, let me just fill you guys in real quick on the car situation, the truck situation, the camper situation. So a couple weeks ago when I was out filming my last video, I noticed, actually, to be honest, when I was returning from my cross-country road trip, when I was about 30 minutes outside of the city, I started to notice a very slight wobble with the truck. I thought it might be just in my mind. So I went out, I filmed a couple weeks ago the crabbing video. I took the camper up into the mountains to cook, and as I was driving, I noticed, okay, the wobble is starting to feel quite severe. I better take a look at this before things get worse. The following couple days or whatever, I jacked the truck up and I started messing with the wheel a little bit. Last week when I took the camper out, I noticed there was a weird noise coming from the front end, and also the truck felt pretty wobbly. And check this out. Now that is a miracle that didn't just like blow off somewhere on the road. Talk about sketchy, yikes. Yeah, that wheel bearing was really, really bad. But anyways, so I got to work replacing the entire wheel bearing hub assembly. And of course I had to wait a few days to get the part. I took it off and unforeseen issues came up and one thing led to another. Now I'm working on a couple other repairs. One of them completely unrelated, and you know, old cars, you think you're going in to fix one thing and you end up having to replace a bunch of other stuff while you're in there. So that's why the truck, the Ford F-350 Beast is out of commission right now. Fortunately, I have this guy, my red truck. So I actually got this truck quite a while ago. I wanna say it was about at least 5 months ago, maybe even 6 months. And it's just an old Tundra. It's got 245,000 miles on it. And I got it because it was just an absolute steal. It was a price that I couldn't pass up. And so I got it. I was like, you know what? I need a daily driver. So I got this and I just haven't really filmed with it. I haven't really gone on any adventures. These old 4-wheel drive Toyotas are just an absolute blast, especially when they're a little beat up, because you could just take it out, rip on trails and not worry about getting scratches, getting dents, whatever. They're just fun. They keep going forever as long as you know, give them a little bit of proper maintenance every now and then. And it feels great to be back in an old Toyota. That's nice. Who needs a truck camper when you have a truck bed and a mattress? I just hope that it doesn't rain. It was supposed to be sunny. Obviously they were wrong about that. Hopefully they're not wrong about the possibility of rain. This is honestly one of my favorite camping setups. Just a mattress in the back of the truck bed, under the stars, under the sky. It's great. Typically, this is a summer camping setup though. This sky here, it's making me a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna end up waking up in the middle of the night and having to crawl into the truck. Should have probably brought a tarp or something. That's why you can't trust the weather forecast here in Oregon, especially in the winter. You know, while I finish getting set up here, let's just get the sponsorship out of the way right now. And I know I kind of have been doing a lot of sponsored ads on the channel lately. In all honesty, I have a lot of gas money that I need to make up for from the cross-country road trip. As you would imagine, that trip costs a lot of gas money, so you do what you gotta do. That being said, let's take a quick few minutes to talk about today's sponsor. This is the Anker Solix C1000 portable power station, and today I'm gonna be using this power station to help me make a fresh, delicious chimichurri sauce that you're gonna see me use later on in the video. The Anker Solix C1000 is an EV class lithium iron phosphate battery with a 10-year lifespan and 3,000 charge cycles. It has a smart temperature control system and robust industrial grade components guaranteed to last 5 times longer. The Solix C1000 has a lightning fast charge speed and gets to 100% in just 58 minutes, which is 27.5% faster than other power stations with the same capacity. It supports up to 600 watts of solar input and charges from 0 to 100% in just 1.8 hours, which is 40% faster than other power stations. It has a total of 11 ports on the interface with a 1,056 watt-hour capacity, an 1,800 watt output, and up to 2,400 surge wattage, which can provide power for 99% of the appliances out there. You can also double the capacity to 2,112 watt hours with an expansion battery. Right now, you could enjoy huge savings on the Anker Solix C1000 portable power station if you grab the Black Friday deal that they have going on right now as we speak. Now, you guys don't want to miss out on this opportunity. There will be a link in the description box down below in case you're interested. Okay, back to the video. All right, so what I'm gonna be fishing to start off with at least is this dry dropper setup. I've got a dry fly tied here on the top. Not really sure what pattern this is. I think it's a caddis. Not entirely sure, don't quote me. And on the end here, you probably can't see that, but we got this kind of large little midge. I just said large little, oxymoron. I've got this rather large midge tied onto the end, and this is all a very arbitrary setup because in full transparency, I have no idea what's gonna work out here. I have no idea what's biting, if the fish are biting at all. But this is what I'm gonna start off with. I figure it's gonna maximize my chances because I got a dry fly on the surface, and then I got a little nymph down below the water. So let's just get out there. This is an extremely wide section of the river. I have no idea how deep it is. Oh, it's a little bit deep actually. Oh, hopefully it's just a deep spot. Oh, is it getting, oh. It's deep as heck. Wow, all right, well, I'm just gonna cast it from over here. Not ideal, but I'm also not trying to go swimming right now. It's pretty dang cold. All right, this spot is definitely not gonna work. I was actually kind of afraid of that. When I first stepped up to the riverbank and I was surveying this stretch of the river, I couldn't really tell how deep it was. I thought like, it looks pretty deep. Right there where I just waded into, I have no doubt if I would have kept going, it would have at least gotten up to my chest, which not really trying to do that right now. It's pretty cold already as it is. So now I'm just hoping that the stretch over there is accessible and it's not too deep. If it's just this deep everywhere in this area, that means it's not fishable. At least for me. Maybe someone else out there knows a way to fish it anyways, but I don't. Man, that water is cold. Water is real cold. Do not want to fall in. That would not be a good time at all. The water over here is obviously very rough, very choppy. Don't want to fall in. Oh man, I can't even see the dry fly at all. Yeah, not a chance that I'm seeing the fly. Oh, got one. Oh my gosh, he's such a little guy. There we go. Oh, he came off. Dang it. Ah. Wow. That sucks. I was not expecting to get a fish that quick. So when I was trying to reel it in, it was a mess. He was swimming downstream. Oh, look at that. There's another big dead salmon right there. Shoot. Wow, there's some deep pockets of water right in here. I should be fishing right around here. There we go. It's getting really cold. It seems like these waders that I'm wearing are not so waterproof anymore because my legs are definitely soaked. My socks are absolutely soaked. So I'm getting really cold because the water's cold, as you might imagine. I was so close though. I had a fish on. I literally almost got it to the spot where I could net him, and he just doop, came off. That's a bummer. And then towards the end there, I don't know, I never really saw the fish, but I was fighting something. It felt like fish, maybe it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure there was a fish on the line. And that one fell off a lot earlier. But I just had to get out. It's really, really challenging to fish when it's this cold, when your waders aren't doing their job. Oh. Oh boy. Oh. It's cold, man. I gotta get these waders off. Cold water fly fishing, man, it's a whole nother level. This definitely was not a good stretch for a beginner angler to fish either. The water was aggressive, it was hard to read, the glare was just terrible, so I couldn't see the dry fly at all. When I switched to the strike indicator, it definitely was a lot easier and more enjoyable because I was able to like at least see where the fly was, but still, it was difficult. It's really difficult. I don't think I have a chance of catching a fish really, and it's just cold out here, and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like what is this? This is probably not where there's any fish feeding. All right, you know what? That's it. That's it for today. Whew, it's getting dark. It's freaking cold. I'm gonna go get the fire started. Oh. I don't know what the heck I'm doing out here. It's almost dark. I don't think I was gonna catch a fish there. That's for sure. Whew, man. I gotta get the fire started. Just chill out. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Got the fire going really early tonight. Because what else are you gonna do if it gets dark at 4:30? Today, drinking a faded flannel Threadhead Hazy IPA. I didn't bring that many, so I'm gonna have to really spread them out. Cheers. That's real good. Oh, that looks so good. Oh man. Ooh, it got a little crispy. Almost tastes like fried chicken. First we got the lime cilantro rice. Next we have the pinto bean onion sauté. Now we've got that delicious charred grilled chicken right on top. A little bit of fresh cilantro. Here's that beautiful chimichurri sauce that I made earlier in the video. And we certainly don't want to forget our avocado. It's just gonna go right on top. Could have done that a little prettier, but that's all right. We're camping. Oh, that looks like a tasty camp meal, guys. Oh, I'm so excited. That was a labor of love, but I think it's gonna be well worth it. Wow, oh my goodness. I know I say this all the time, but this is definitely one of the best camp meals I've ever made. So many layers of flavor. The charred, smoky chicken that we grilled on the takibi grill, the lime cilantro rice as the base, the onion, pinto bean, the chimichurri, of course, ties it all together. Unreal. I wish I could share this with you guys right now because it's so good. A meal cooked outside truly just tastes better, especially when you're eating right in front of a campfire. and I just chill for the rest of the night. Not a bad way to spend the evening. Oh, well, I also have to clean all this up too. So there's that. So one bad thing about camping like this is you always forget something. Always, no exceptions. No matter how far in advance you pack, there's always gonna be something that you forget. And this time, it just so happens that what I forgot was pretty darn crucial. Trash bags. So what I'm gonna do is I just emptied out my kitchen tub, and I'm gonna put all of the trash and dirty stuff into here, and then I'm just gonna deal with it when I get home. I'm gonna clean it all out. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be fine. Not quite as cozy as the camper, but it'll do. I guess this is good night. Oh man, that light is so bright. See you guys in the morning. Good night. Woo! Good morning. I'll tell you guys what, that was quite the amazing night of sleep. The mattress was really comfortable. It was really nice to just be outside under the, well, there weren't really any stars because it was cloudy out, but it didn't rain, fortunately, so that was nice. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm hoping that in the upcoming week, I get the Ford all fixed up so I could get back out there in the camper. I'm really also hoping that it starts snowing pretty soon in the mountains, because I'm getting the itch to do some snowboarding, snowy camping, all the fun snow activities. So fingers crossed for that. Do your snow dance at night for me. Anyways, thank you guys like always for watching. You guys go out there, go on some adventures. Go out there, go on some adventures of your own. Live life, beat the status quo. Y'all know the drill. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. That was a pretty far run to retrieve the camera. Probably could have just driven back.